Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you the coop and the run for where we keep our older chickens that are laying eggs. So I'll start out with the coop here. It's a 6x4x7, so it's 6 feet long, or wide. It's 4 feet deep and 7 feet tall. It's off the ground, prevent mold and stuff, so air can get under there. We got a nesting box that juts out. Then we got a slanted roof there to allow rain to drip off, run off. So then you come over to the pen here. Let me back up a little bit. It's 11 feet out from the shed here, and then it's 13 feet long with a 6 foot tall roof. It's 6 feet tall. So it's pretty roomy in there. They have plenty of room. Right now we have 22 chickens in here. I'm raising those chicks right now, so 18 of those chicks will end up coming down here, and we'll end up having 40. It's pretty roomy though, and I like to let them free range out in the yard, down in the woods here, so they'll have plenty of room. I've got 2 of these nipple waterers. They're actually heated, so when it's cold, hopefully it's over, but when it's cold they stay nice and heated. Got a log and a pallet there for them to play on. Little swing, but they never really use that. I went with this bigger chicken wire. I know a lot of people that use the smaller, like 1 inch or whatever. I like this. We haven't had any problems with predators. You can see through it better. I just like the environment. It makes it look less sloppy. We got 2 water buckets here. What I like to do is I got the roof here, the tin roof. The water runs off, hopefully drips into them when we get some rain. Otherwise, I'll just take them up to the house and fill them up there. Then I have this barrel, I guess, with the feed in. I just give them 2 scoops of that a day. That's more than what's recommended. I don't give them free choice of feed, mainly because I tried that once and they ate almost all that I gave them, which was like 50 pounds in a day. So normally I didn't. My brother already collected the eggs today. So there's usually eggs they lay in these nesting boxes. So, and then in the coop here, we already got some roosting. I have a shelf there, and then one there, and one there. That bottom one's a little larger. I may put one like right here coming across to there for when I get those new ones, just so they have a little more room. I put shavings on all the bottom of this because I just like the look of it. It looks a lot cleaner, and then, I don't know, I feel like it just stays cleaner. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. I think this is a little more space out in the run than what's recommended. I don't know what's really recommended, but I remember when I was looking at it, I do believe this is more. Yeah, we built this homemade about a year ago. It used to be made out of those green T-posts and a bunch of chicken wire, and it was a lot smaller, and it looked way worse. We used to not have that coop. It used to be this thing. So that was back when we only had 8 chickens, not this piece right here. It'd just be this little box right here that has, and they'd sit down in there and do whatever, I guess. So yeah, there's not a whole lot going on with it. I threw these steps in over the summer last year. That's not too much. It's just 3 pieces of wood, one down here on the ground, one here and one here. Then you go up here. Nice little door with a latch. I don't lock it or anything because I don't, and if they get out, they get out, which they're not. But so yeah, it stays pretty dry. I need to seal up here. There's where this runs through, the tin intercepts this piece of wood, which we had there for a while, and we just threw tin on where the wood wasn't, which is the majority of it. But right there, I made the mistake of throwing the tin on top of the wood. So the water runs underneath the tin, and then it'll drip down, and you can kind of see there's a little depression right there, and it kind of puddles up there. But really, it's not that bad. It dries up. Like, we just had a ton of rain yesterday and the day before, and it's pretty dry. Like up there, it's like bone dry. So I don't know. I like to let them out usually. It's usually around 2:30, maybe 2:45, and then as it's like getting dark at like 7:30 now, so they have about 5 hours to free range on days that I'm home, Saturdays, Sundays. If we don't have school some days, I will let them out like the whole day, and they like that, I think. So we have two different ages of chickens here. This one here is a little bigger than most of them because I've had that one for about 2 years, give or take. I got them in September of 2019. And then these ones would have been, well, some of these smaller ones with the smaller combs, like that one, and I think that one too. You can tell by the color of their feet too. The newer ones, their legs are a lot yellower. The older ones are more pale. But I got those ones in the spring of 2020, so they're not too old. It's what, end of March right now, so they're just about soon getting a year old. I think I got them in mid-April, so they're soon a year old. Well, a year that we've had them. I think I got them when they're 16 weeks, which is 4 months, so they're probably a little over a year old right now, maybe by 2 months, 3 months. So yeah, it's not a whole lot. We usually get, right now we're coming out of the cold, so we're only getting about, I don't know, 13 to 15 eggs a day. It used to be down to 9. I'm not exactly sure why. The first month, or the first winter that we had these older ones that we got in the fall, I don't know if it was just because they were well adapted, because all they knew was the chillier weather, and they started laying like in the cold, so maybe they weren't used to the warm weather, but they laid like every single day. We had the same amount. I think it was like 7, because one of them that we got doesn't lay for some reason. It's one of the older ones. So we have 22. We usually maximum will get 21 eggs in the summer. So yeah, there's not a whole lot going on here. It's just some chickens and whatever. I really want to go out and get some goats, or maybe like a steer, and throw them out there, build a fence. Our neighbors up there have a fence. They used to have a horse, but they don't have it anymore. They might get another one, who knows. And there's plenty of room out there. And then we have some, they've got some Christmas trees that we planted. There's about 90 or 100 out there right now. We're planning on getting some more throughout the next couple years and whatever. So yeah, a little compost pile there. They love digging in that, just around there, finding bugs and whatnot. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot going on. Just 22 chickens, soon to be 48 actually. I'm getting some more chicks next week from my one teacher. So yep, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, you can. I mean, whatever. I don't have enough that it'll make me any money, but if you want to be nice, you can subscribe, I guess. Maybe like the video, shoot me a comment or something. So yeah.